Hi everybody, welcome back to Barbara's Den. Topics to make you think. Now, the topic I was thinking about today is the is the narrative or theme for 99% or 99.5% of all YouTube content creators that likes to give reaction, response, review, just my opinion of reality TV shows, specifically Real Housewives of Atlanta, specifically Porsha Family Matters. And the and I like watching all the content creators. I go around, I watch after the show, I will go around and watch all the content creators and get everybody's perspective on the show because I just like, I don't know what other people's perspectives are, whether they are my, whether I agree with the viewpoint or not. I just like just getting all about view of what how people feel about the reality shows that I too like to watch. And the only one I watch is Real Housewives of Atlanta. I don't watch any of the other ones, and especially not the new ones. Potomac, Salt Lake City, um, because I don't want to have a whole lot of stuff going on in my head to talk about because it's too much. For them, it's a full time job for them, making money, 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 money. I ain't making no money, but I could get YouTube, Google AdSense. I am eligible for that, but I don't choose to get that because I want to get my 1,000 subscribers first and monetize my channel. So I don't want to just sit here and just get Google AdSense checks just for ads. I buy the premium channel because the ads literally irks my. I would never watch YouTube ever if I didn't have premium because I just can't deal with the ads. Now, I was watching. I watched several ones. And some are what they call neutral. I don't know how neutral it is because some people say, well, like I'm on both sides. I'm not on a side. I like oh, I'm a fan of Porsha. I like Porsha, but I got to hold her accountable for this and hold her accountable for that, which is, well, you got to hold people accountable for anything. Porsha got to be the only person on the reality TV show that I see is held accountable in a way that she is versus nobody else. I just don't see it. It's like everybody has a mental psychic obsession the with this girl, this woman, as to who she is in comparison to who they, as experts on human beings, she should be. The woman is not allowed to be genuine. Pushing on her show, Family Matters, Portia is genuinely showing who she is, and people are genuinely holding her accountable in some of the most negative way for being who she is. On Real Housewives of Atlanta, she was genuine on there, but she was not allowed to be positive in any fashion. Everything was always focused on her anger management that Kenya provoked with her never ending for the show, I think, provokes and assaults and just outright attacks of her character, her image, her brand, and everything. But it's okay for Kenya to do that to Porsha, because she can cuss out, she do it to anybody else. Really. Anybody. She even tried doing it to Marlo, but now Marlo has a piece. I don't know if she can do it so much with Marlo now. But she attacked Marlo's image the same way, but nobody's image was attacked more vicious than Porsha's image. The fact that they want to hold on to, what I see, people want to hold on to the negative aspects of this woman based on their opinions, based on their background, based on who they are as a person. It's what they expect Porsha to be. And when you got hundreds of people from every angle telling this woman who she's supposed to be, from their perspective as a human being, as a person, as this and as that, to me that's kind of hard to live up to when you're trying to be when thousands and millions of people telling you who you need to be as a person, and they're not all saying the same thing. But the narrative that I see is, and I kind of got it with one of the content creators I was watching, and she said, okay, we are going to stick to the we're going to stick to the theme or the narrative of dragging Porsha. And when she said that, I like, oh, okay. But then I already understood that from watching Sherelle's show, when she said that you got to give the people what they want. And she would read the comment section and realize in the comment section, overwhelmingly majority of the people wants to drag Porsha. So that is the narrative that she has to carry. My thing is, too much negativity is too much negativity. I try to watch the different content creators. I got quite a few of my favorites I like to watch. I want to get their point of view. And I can't get past 5 minutes of none of them. Even one of the positive ones that is a positive, fair person, I couldn't get past hers, because the running theme is stick to dragging Porsha only. And the show, and Porsha's show was exactly that. Her daddy family stuck to holding Porsha accountable for any and everything that they can come up with, think up with, happened years ago, happened whatever. And that is what they stuck to. Now, Porsha has a show. Now, people want to say these people, they don't know if these people get paid. These people got paid. Because Dom went on House of Iron. He went on there and called in. House of Iron likes to interview him. And so he calls into House of Iron. And Aaron asked him, did Bravo pay you? He said, how much Bravo pay you? He said, I'm going to say they pay me decently. If they pay Dom, you know they pay Aunt Liz. You know they pay Londi. You know they paid Storm. You know they paid Storm's mother. You know they paid Dennis. You know they paid, who else? Definitely know they paid Lauren. So my point is, everybody on there got paid, and if Dom, Porsha's ex-assistant, but he still works for Porsche. If you go to the house of Aaron, this man works for Porscha's Go Naked Hair Company. He's the hair man. And I heard somebody say, they were saying about their hair wasn't tight. Dom said he had to go around and do everybody's hair. All of Porscha's daddy family, he had to do their hair. He did everybody's hair because these people are not TV people. But Porsha gave them an opportunity. And they're saying, well, Porsha should have paid for laundry this and laundry that to make sure their hair was this and that, get them some Go Naked wig. According to Dom, that's exactly what she did in the end. After she saw the show and saw just how how TV ready it wasn't. So, with all that said, Porsha is creator, executive producer, and I believe owner of her show. Now, she made sure Porsha could have let this play out on Real Housewives of Atlanta. She could have. But she did not want none of those people who she been saying for several years. She on a show with a bunch of people that don't like her. She said that several times. So she could go and allow them to tear apart another marriage of hers. She came on the show with with Cordell. Kenya ripped that apart with her flirting and saying these things to damage these people's image, causing them to leave the show, which is what she get paid to do. But Porsha was not going to allow her to do that to Simon, because that's what they was going to do, because that was the whole plan. Porsha said, I have my own show. And when Porsha blew up, they were like, yeah, we better give Porsha her show. That don't know if we're going to get any money off of her, but we still get money off of her because we'll put her under the Real Housewives of Atlanta banner. Because there's Real Housewives franchise, and then there's Real Housewives Atlanta now franchise, and there's a spin-off show under the Real Housewives of Atlanta banner. I think Kim Zolciak's show was under Real Housewives of Atlanta. That's why I was saying on Michelle Brown's show, Porscha's show has a different feel. It's not nothing that I can explain, but it has a different feel to it as her show being different, which is Candy Old Lady Gang that's coming up next is different also. I don't know. I doubt if Candy one is going to be on the Real Housewives of Atlanta banner, because Candy always been under Housewives banner or Bravo banner. But if it was, I don't know. If you know whether she was under the banner in the same as Porsha is on the Real Housewives of Atlanta banner, you can put a link there and I can go look at that clip. But anyway, the topic to make you think is this: why is everybody hating Porsha? And the only thing anybody can talk about without getting dragged, without deflecting to other people as being Porscha's victim, or you don't, or you this and that. Why does the narrative have to be 99 and a half, and in most cases 100% drag Porscha to even have a show talking about her show? I cannot sit here and watch 100% dragging of anybody. I find it utterly annoying. and I cannot watch it. I watch Layla Lynn. I like her show. But when 100% of the people on the show is racking their brain to find only the negative to talk about, I need to hear some positive, because if y'all want me to think Porsha is 100% through and through negative, there is nothing positive about this woman that you could throw in there. I cannot watch it because it's too much negativity. It's called a yin and a yang for a reason. You got to say some positive things about the woman. I see so much positivity about this woman, but people come up with straight up craziest lies ever and say it's just my opinion. How is a straight up lie your opinion? And then you know the lie, and then you would tell me to prove it's not a lie. I don't gotta prove nothing. It's just a TV show. Y'all the one take this TV show seriously. Now we watching the show, and they're saying this Jim, or we want to see Jen. You want to see the real you. But when somebody show the real you, and then what you do, rip them to shreds. What did I get out of this show with Porsha? They said this final episode with Dennis in it, and it should be. I told somebody a few episodes ago. I said if Dennis ain't careful, he'll be dismissed. Like that lady on I think Basketball Wives, Shawnee show, Shawnee O'Neal, when she dismissed that girl. I said, if Dennis ain't careful, he'll be dismissed. Like old girl on Basketball Wives, when Shawnee say, services rendered no longer need her. However she put it, she let her go. She hadn't been back on the show since. Like you say, you do stuff for the show, but this is what I think. I think Dennis was doing all of this for the show. But Liz said something. She don't blame Dennis for the fight because Dennis couldn't leave. She didn't explain why he couldn't leave. She didn't blame it on Porsha. Well, she said, I don't blame Dennis for anything. But she blamed Porsha for everything. A lot of people, production set it up to get this ideal reaction out of all the ladies since they've been having these shows. But it's their fault. But it's not Dennis' fault. When she said what, like, and the fact that Dennis apologized to Porsha tells you right then and there, Dennis did too much. He did too much. Now, this is what I sense from this seventh episode. This is what I sense from it. Why is Londi crying? Like Porsha said, I am tired of my family accusing me of not being there for them when they are not there for me. People are crazy. They want 100% of you there for them. It's like driving a car. Driving a car and using up all the gas in the car to get where you need to be. Porsha using up all her energy to help you, but there is nobody willing to come put gas back in her car or give her some energy. And Porsha, like Porsha said, when she was being abused, Lonnie wasn't there for her. Now, I was in college, and they're like, what was Lonnie supposed to do? She was in college. What's she supposed to do? This? No, I was in college. And if you got a car, if somebody called you and said, I'm in this situation, I need you to come get me. Oh, you can't come? You gonna let her figure out how to get out of a dangerous, violent situation? So Porsha called one of her friends, and her friends were doing it, and she got her out of it. Like Porsha said, she was in abusive. When this woman is in abusive situations, and y'all ain't there for her, what do you expect? But you want her to be there for you. Oh, Lonnie says, oh, Dennis said you told him to fire me. So Porsha got to be lying. And Porsha was right about one thing. She said, so apparently, when Dennis told you that, you believed it. You believed that. Therefore, Dennis is the problem. Dennis, and Porsha said, Dennis come told me one thing, and then he went and tell you something else. I call that coming between my family. So he fires Lonnie. Lonnie want to know why she tell Dennis to fire her. Like Porsha said, I don't remember that. She didn't call. She could have just straight up and said Dennis is a bold-faced liar. But you know she was being politically correct. I don't remember that. And I've done that because people just keep screaming and hollering, you're lying, you did say that, you're a liar, you're a liar. I said, but I don't remember, I have no memory of that. You screaming I'm a liar, but I have no memory of it. If I have no memory of it, okay, maybe it happened, but I have zero memory of it. People are crazy. Nobody feel like going through being called, screamed at being a liar. And people does that. Now, then Lonnie says, well, you fired me. I'm like, Lonnie, you know why Porsha fired you. Did Porsha had to go and dramatically, I'm sitting here watching Lonnie put Porsha stuff in her bag and put baby oil stuff in the bag. Who does that? Everybody knows you put oil stuff like that in a container that don't leak. You got to have some kind of subconscious ill feeling toward this woman, or jealous of some kind, to mess up her stuff, to pack her stuff. I would fire you too. I don't know if I'd be swinging a bag around in the air like I'm riding a horse and spinning a lasso around in the air trying to rope another horse. I don't know if I would do that. But I would be mad, and I would fire her too. Why you even bring that up? You knew why she fired you. You shouldn't have brought that up. But what was you doing for Dennis? Or how was she Dennis' assistant? What was she doing for Dennis? I don't know. Putting together hot dogs and taking the people, I don't know. Anyway, you sitting down telling Porsha how you feel when you read Porsha's book, she been through a lot. And she got to go within herself, her happy place, to deal with what's happening to her. Not even her mama can help her because she's not letting her mama know the situation she get herself into. Porsha didn't have she didn't have family members on her daddy's side she could call. Apparently not. Not even Lauren. Because she never said Lauren was the one that she called. Lauren even have issues with this girl. Now on this show, everybody on the show, everything was drag Porsha. Lauren dragged Porsha. Oh, I don't work for Porsha no more. I don't this because of this and that. Lauren. Porsha, got these yes people around her, kiss her, but I just don't kiss her, but that's why she let me go. Her friend, when Lauren and her friend were standing there and they were supposed to cook a dinner for Simon, she brought her sister and her assistant, best friend or whatever. They standing there looking stupid. All you gonna do is just cook. You can do is roll up some meat patty. And all the cook brought was to cook some meat patty thing. Porsha, I'll call Uber Eats. I don't blame Porsha. I brought us together so we can do this. You can tell how Lauren acted that they ain't here for Porsha. Or Porsha would have never had to order Uber Eats. All you giving the man is it's a piece of meat, it's some roll up meats and some whatever she was cooking. And Porsha had that food looking good. That's what you do for your man. You don't depend on it. See, Porsha sit there. The people are not her friend. Just like Real Housewives of Atlanta, nobody was her friend. None of her family was her friend. None of them was there for her. Lauren wasn't there for her. Lonnie wasn't there for her. Especially Aunt Liz wasn't there for her. Storm was, I don't know what Storm been there for. Dennis wasn't there for no co-parenting. That was obvious because at the end when they went to sit down and talk to see if we can get the co-parenting at least to some good point. What did Dennis do? Oh, how's your engagement? Oh, I see you got that on. Dennis ain't taught nothing about the child. Only time he talk about that child is when he said, oh, where you living? What school she going to so you can start a fight? Negative, negative, negative. So, is Porsha gonna have a season 2? I think she very well might. People saying they glad it's over. Why you watching? Oh, I'm so glad it's over. Oh, it just drained me. It was just too much. Why you watching? Why are you watching it? I watch it because it's entertaining. It's TV. It's something to watch. And I'm Team Porsha. That's why I watch it. I'm not looking through a microscope to find a negative to spin for a show. I can't just sitting here watching all these content creators. 100% Porsha needs to be held accountable. Everybody needs to be held accountable. These are grown sapper people. Liz is 70 years old. And look how she act towards Porsha. I can't differentiate Porsha from the instigator. Who's the instigator? Apparently, you don't see Gina and Dennis as the instigator, so you see Porsha as instigator. How are you an instigator in your own show and you trying to bring people together? I think what Porsha did, she been trying to get this family to come together because they distant anyway, and she tried to get everybody to come on the show so we can get on the TV and kind of just filter through this, and see where we at and where we at. At the end, the only person got Porsha back is Simon. I don't care what you say about Porsha, Simon has something positive to say. When you in a circle of people and family and nobody got nothing positive to say about you, not even your man, that's a problem. That's a problem. Like Simon, I'm here to play whatever role Porsha needs him to play. And I watched Sherelle's World, and Freddie, he's friends with the real estate lady company that sold Simon a house. And according to Freddie, he says Simon put the majority of the money down, but Porsha put money on the house too. Now Tisa tells on later Lynn said Simon put $3 million on the house and Porsha ain't put nothing on it. So who's telling the truth? Is Freddie lying? Or is Tisa Tales lying? I don't know. But Freddie, he's multi-millionaire trust fund child. He's friends with these millionaire people. He said 3 of the people at the real estate company, I know them personally. We're friends. And he said, they said Porsha and Simon put the down payment on the house, but Simon did the most. And I promise you, and she says Porsha's name is nowhere on that mortgage. I'm going to tell you right now, unless she is brain dead, ain't no successful black woman is going to put money on a house and don't put her name on it. That's not happening. So Sherelle says she's going to see if Porsha's name is on the paperwork. Now, her name may not be on that loan because she put money on the house. her name may not be on that loan. Because my name is not on the loan on this house. But guess what? My name on this MFN house. When that deed and title come, my name on it. You best believe. But my name ain't on that loan. It initially was my name was on the loan. I don't know how in the world it went down there and changed, and we've been going through our separation. I don't know how that changed. But I cuss her MF out. You put that paperwork back the way we had it. Now, my name may not be on that loan for making payment, but I promise you my name on this house. Because I don't play that. At the end of the day, when the mortgage is over, you only got like a few more thousands left on this house. House paid off in both our house. I bet you my name on it. And you gonna sit here and I'm gonna believe Porsha name ain't on that house? Nowhere on this $6-something million house and Porsha name ain't on it? In Porsha book. And this is what I see Porsha brought to petition. Some man that, like he said, Porsha always jump first or always move too fast. She with this man. He tell her she had good credit. He talk her into buying 2 condominiums in Buckhead. She bought it for $2 million. She bought 2. So when our ancestors told her, a voice came to her, said, I want to do 1. And she like, okay, I'll do 1. If he don't help me, then I can just move in it and I can afford 1 payment. And that's what she did. Sure enough, that's all the man wanted was to sell that house, get his closing costs, and keep it moving, never saw him again. What happened this time? Porsha and Simon. Same thing. Instead of getting a nice house in Buckhead, they got a nice house in Spring Hill, wherever the multi-millionaire rich live at. In town, she says. They went and got this house. Her and Simon went and got the house. And you expect me to believe Porsha name ain't on that house? Porsha name was on the first house, condominium, the first condominium she bought. And you gonna think her name ain't on this house. And what else did Dennis do? Instead of talking about co-parenting, he asking her about, did you sign a prenup? Porsha said, that's not your business. It is not your business. Dennis wanted a prenup so Porsha would not get nothing from his hot dog business. None of his business. You get nothing. I don't blame Porsha. I would not marry another Cordell. Want her to say, well, you didn't want to move when we didn't know, because you wanted Porsha to sell her house. She said she wasn't selling her house. What did she do? Kept her house and let her mama stay there. And she bought a house at Simon. No, Dennis wanted Porsha to sell her house and be totally dependent on him. So when he go out there sleeping with everything, at the work, what he call it work, it over with, she back the way she was before she got her house. One thing you cannot do is sell somebody the same okie doke and they fall for it. First house I bought was a balloon payment. Second house, the house we in now, try to sell me a balloon payment. You cannot sell a balloon payment to somebody twice. You can't sell the same okie doke to somebody over and over again unless they have no common sense. There's something seriously wrong with their brain. So, anyway, with all that said, the thoughts, the topic that make you think is the narrative, the theme that Porsha, her show, Porsha Family Matters, her being cast on Real Housewives of Atlanta, and people want her to go back there, but I don't believe Porsha going back. And the fact that they say, well, If this show don't work out or whatever, nobody want to see it. I don't think it's going nowhere because more than 500,000 people watches it a week. It never fell under 600,000. So, and for what I understand, the Kardashian was around 500,000 and whatever. People don't watch the show until it keep on falling on down. It's falling down. Well, I know I want to see those 3 weddings in season 2. Anyway, you got a lot of people that don't want to see it, but I bet you, according to the article, they talk about they don't like the show, they don't want to see, they ain't watching the show, and then sit there and watch it. Now, the idea that anything Porsha has to be, we got to go with what the majority in the chat wants is drag Porsha. You say something positive, everybody gets mad. Like on Sherelle's show, Gabor. Gabor goes into hysterics, almost like a seizure, if you say something positive about Porsha, and to the point Perry is so negative toward Porsha, and I don't believe he's negative. I believe he just do it because he get tired of being ripped to shreds, screamed at, shut down, shouted out by his wife and Gabor and Andrea and everybody else on there, having a all out seizure, outrage if you say something positive about Porsha. My thing is, why is that the only narrative? Nobody's perfect. So we want to see Porsha as a 100% negative, no good qualities about her Porsha, no good decisions about her Porsha. I'm not looking at the outward person. I'm looking at what I see behind that, and I see a positive, good person. I don't see a 100% negative person like everybody else. And people say, what show are you watching? I don't know what show I'm watching. All I know is I don't see 100% negative, straight up evil, anger, got to get some help, need to be hospitalized, need to take her child. Oh, I mean, because this is this is my opinion. Now, this is what I think is going to happen next. Now, based on how everybody reacted to Porsha on season 1, a lot of them won't be on season 2, but I bet Dom will be on it. Lauren might not be on it because Lauren was so negative. Lauren might not be on it. Londi. I'm sure Dennis not going to be on it. Like Porsha said, I tried to blend Dennis and his mama. She said, but now I don't want it now. Telling Dennis, you won't be on season 2. That's why that look on Dennis' face of standing at that door, sitting in that chair looking like hurt. You looking hurt because you went too far. Everybody said that Porsha and Dennis was a fake relationship. It wasn't real. She only did it for the show. Even Lonnie Love said that. And now she moved on to somebody else. Oh, she did love Dennis. Oh, she that Dennis. Oh, didn't give Dennis a chance. Nobody, black men are tired of giving men chances after they cheat. Oh, but she forgive him. I don't care if I forgive you. I don't gotta take you back. I might can give you another chance, but I see that you ain't changing because you out there cheating with somebody else. You out there hiring a woman you cheated with at another one of your stores. I don't have to take you back. But Porsha take her back anyway and said, well, okay, if you bring the ring, we do the Christmas thing. You could do the Christmas thing and don't bring the ring. Dennis played himself and got played. Because Porsha been already looking at Simon. Okay, I'm gonna give Dennis his last chance. He bring that ring. Okay, we'll be together. When he came playing no reindeer games, Christmas they's taking these family. Christmas picking didn't bring that ring. Porsha okay. I'm moving on to Simon. And where she at? This is what I think. I don't think Porsha coming back to Real Housewives of Atlanta. I think Porsha is going to move on with Simon, and her next show is going to be about Simon's family, like everybody wants. But Simon going to show you how to have a functional family, not a dysfunctional family, disrespecting the cousin, the niece, the granddaughter of the civil rights leader. And Simon checked Liz, and Liz like, huh? You said what now? And they're gonna repeat it. I thought that was shady really, but she's like, huh? You said what now? And they repeated what Simon said. It's very clear for her to understand. This is what he said. You are disrespectful to Porsha. You need to respect Porsha as Jose Simon's granddaughter. You don't give her that granddaughter respect, and they don't. This woman trying to get that respect to Gina and Dennis. Then she tried to, since she couldn't get Dennis, then, oh, can Simon come? Well, lady, nobody got time for it. Simon, you can't play Simon. Simon see you for what he is. Dom said it. Simon had a problem with him. But once he watched Dom and sit down and taught Dom how to think, he realized it ain't about that with Dom. Dom just, he works for Porsha. He takes care of everything here. He works for her Go Naked company. So Dom always got a job. He might be seen on her show again, but I'm sure when she do her season 2, those haters ain't coming. And I think that's some of the crying that I see in Londa's face, the sadness in Lauren's face, the sadness in Lauren Two Face. Cause Porsha see none of those are her friends. None of them got her back. The only person that might be on the show might be Storm and the other cousin. And then the other T cousin who turned down being on the show, but she trying to be a part of the show by getting on, by going on other people's blogs and trashing Porsha. I ain't watching none of that because I don't want to see it. If I want to know what you got to say about Porsha, you should have been on the show. I am not going on no Twitter and watching no content creator interview you to talk this negativity about Porsha, because I want to hear some positive stuff, some positive. People don't want to hear positive. They said that. I don't want none of that. I want that. I just want negative. So you can bash, defame, and destroy somebody's character. Make their real life a living hell. I don't understand it. But anyway. That's just my topic to make you think. The narrative for Porsha, her show, everything about her child, her relationship, her new husband, her new house is theme, drag, Porsha. It's the only theme we want to hear. We don't want to hear nothing positive. All we want to hear is whatever negativity you can find and whatever you can draw opinions from and create a negative story. That's like every time something white pop up, you run over there and take some black paint and blot it out. I can't. I gotta see some positive. I don't want. Yeah, you point out some negative stuff, but to create a whole entire story from your perspective of what a person is doing, and I'm like, okay, somebody may scream and holler and fight, but does that make them a murderer? Does that make them a beast, an animal out of the woods? Now, Porsha did call Dennis and his mama an animal. For her to call them an animal, Dennis done something. That's why Dennis apologized. But anyway, that's the topic to make you think today. That's my topic, to make you think. And if you would like, give it a thumbs up, subscribe to the channel, and I'll see you next time with more topics that make you think.